The audio.
Yeah. I forgot to let up.
How many minutes ago?
Got 30 seconds. Got one more after this. They got the vegan channel one to do after this. That too loud? That's the last one. I don't think I need this. Well, I'll leave it as one there. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Peace.
Hey, y'all.
What's up, y'all? Welcome in to another edition of Fast Food Talks.
Fast Food Diaries. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Let's go. Yeah. So you already know 720. This here is Amber D, right?
Hey, y'all. I'm Amber D.
Amber D.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah, that's what's up, y'all. So thank y'all for showing up here. I got a couple people already out in here. Who was that? Don. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, man?
Hey, Don. How you doing?
Guess what's going on? Yeah, man. I think there's a button over here that was trying to hide from us or something. that's what I'm gonna say, right? So yeah, so I dropped the link over there. So if Maddie want to hop on here later on, you can. Guess what's up? What's going on?
I'm good, Don. Thank you.
That's what's up. So today we got some breaking news. We're gonna try to go through. Maybe not breaking news to us, but what's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on, man? So maybe it's not breaking news to some people, but it's breaking news to us. So I want to share something with you today. So we've been talking about a lot about Karens here lately, right?
Right.
So hold on a sec. Yeah, so we've been talking about Karens lately. And Karens, Kens, they all come in different sizes, shapes, and forms.
Mhm.
Would you say?
Yeah.
So I want to show you. We're going to show you this video. So you haven't seen this yet, have you?
No.
Uh-oh. So y'all, we a treat. So we are
My
gonna
real live reaction to this video, y'all. Let's see what
this is gonna be something else. So yeah, we'll get a couple people a chance to come in. Like I said, welcome on in. Don't forget to hit the like button. You know, we gotta say all that kind of stuff.
Right.
You're watching the videos and people saying hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and you do it, but then you realize, you know what, y'all, it is free. It is free,
Right,
and
right.
you are watching it, right? It's like, what if you can turn on your TV and the Cosby Show came on and you can do a like button?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
That would have been cool, man. Thursday nights would give them my time off. All right, y'all. So this is what we're gonna do here. I want to get into this because we're gonna spend some time on this one, and we're gonna get into, of course, our Karens of the week. And who knows, maybe the story that we're gonna be watching just might be that Karen of the week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pop this up over here. I want to show y'all this. This is crazy, man. I saw this, man. I was like, what? So,
Shooting at Metro.
what did
What
it
is
say?
that? Okay.
What did it say? Metro. Go ahead. On Monday, Southfield Police released surveillance video and announced charges against a man who was accused of shooting a Chipotle employee. Let's see what the news got to say about it. Here we go. You ready for this?
I am ready. Let's go.
About a shooting at a Chipotle.
Yeah, a lot of people talking about this one. Investigators say that customers shot an employee. It followed an argument over guacamole. Gino Vici joins us from that Chipotle location on Evergreen and Civic Center Drive with the latest, including some video showing the moments leading up to that shooting.
Yes, Southfield PD confirming this shooting had to do with a dispute over a portion size of guacamole. But the chief saying that this really has to do with an individual unable to control his emotion. And now that man could pay a hefty price and go to jail.
But the coward that he is pulls out a handgun and shoots him. So it makes no sense, and we will hold him accountable.
Southfield Police Chief Alvin Barron not mincing words about this man. 32-year-old Aaron Brown, now behind bars and seen in this store video at Chipotle Friday evening, getting into an argument with a store employee over a portion of guacamole too small for his liking.
And he had in his mind already he was going to have some conflict. You saw it play out yourselves going behind the counter, serving himself.
The employee helping Brown, according to police, was taken to the back of the store after Brown screamed at her. Brown then walks around the counter and serves his own food. That's when Brown is confronted by a 21-year-old employee to remove him from the store.
Then he immediately, grabs him by the neck, slams him into the refrigerator. Certainly, he's much bigger than the 21-year-old victim.
Chief Barron says Brown then pulled out a handgun and shot the employee in the knee and brazenly walks out of Chipotle and then walks back in to grab his food.
And then you add the fact this happened right across the street from the police station. So what's the nerve of that? Wow. And you think you're going to get away with it?
Well, Brown didn't get away with it. In fact, he was caught minutes later about a mile away. This is video of the arrest without incident. Brown is now behind bars charged with 4 felonies, including assault less than murder. Meanwhile, the Chipotle store employee that was shot is expected to make a full recovery. The chief says lives were put in danger for no good reason.
I appreciate the individuals who were inside of the restaurant because they immediately called 911.
Man. Again, Chief Barron saying that employees did exactly what they were supposed to do in this situation. They immediately called 911. And if you are at your place of employment faced with an irate customer, he says do the same, call police right away and stay out of harm's way. In South.
Wow. Behind guacamole. That guacamole is good, but nobody deserves to get shot behind it.
Is that good?
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Wait.
They got some good guacamole, but not that good for someone to get shot over. Like, wow.
It ain't never that good. I make good guacamole, but no, it ain't good enough for nobody to get shot over.
No, not at all.
No. And look, and the wild part about it is they call the police, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I applaud the youngster
that stepped in.
Yeah, man, that was beautiful. That was beautiful
because they, he was trying to attack that female employee, and it takes a lot for someone to stand up in that moment like that, especially an aggressive customer. So
yeah, because you got to go through all your stuff about what if I get fired,
right?
Right. You get all those kind of questions, going through your head. He's just talking right now. It's just some guacamole, right? But for him to take out a gun and shoot the youngster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that means that he was probably losing the fight. More than likely.
Yeah.
More than likely. If you in there starting all kind of stuff and somebody jump up and y'all fighting at this point, I don't think the first thing would be to pull out a gun in a restaurant.
Well, not for some, but you also have to take into consideration that some people have mental issues, or some people may be angry. He may have anger management issues, and so him carrying a gun and you know over some guacamole. Wow, but him carrying a gun and
look at this right here. Like there's I don't understand the thought process of I'm going to and this is the thing it's a matter of I'm going to make you do what I want you to do because after all of that and they fired him. Okay, I get it. He shot the gun and he's leaving, but him to come back in to get the food again.
mm-hmm.
That's like when basically it really was about the food.
Right, it was, and then I was thinking that that's normal for him. It's normal for him to behave in that manner because even after it happened, oh, let me go get my food. Let me run back here and get my food. Not even considering what he had done. Like it was just, oh, that happened. I did this or whatever the case may be. Let me go back here and get my food. There was no type of remorse or anything. So it's no telling what his thought process was at that time and what he was thinking. He just want his. Like I said in the episode before. You don't play with people, food and money, and
Yeah. And
the extremes that they go to for that to show you that is quite extreme, and this is a good example of that. Like
and again, if it's not the right amount, right? So if
Mhm.
you go into a place and say, "Hey, it's for what $1.50, $2 pop, at the most, right?"
Mhm.
And if you feel like, "Hey, I didn't get all that I thought I should get in here," well, you got two options, right? You can
Mhm.
complain, right? And either they're gonna give you some more, give you your money back, or just don't go back.
Right. Right.
I mean, those are simple, man. And I get now. This happened in Detroit, right? So this is one of the suburbs of Detroit. Have you ever been to Detroit?
No, I've never been in Detroit.
Okay, so let me tell you. I mean, this is from my experience being up there. Okay, now this isn't. It's just the wildness of it because the poverty level is controlled. Like everyone within the Detroit actual city, most look like us, right?
Mhm.
So um, all the jobs are on the outskirts of the suburbs. So basically, if you want to go work someplace, you got to take you a couple hour bus ride way out to the factory to work.
Mhm.
And them same couple hours back in here, and none of the resources are they going to build inside the city. All of the ones on the outside, Dearborn, Taylor, all of those little places like this, those are where all of the executives will live in those little areas. So they all section off and like a horseshoe around all the poor people in the middle.
Mm.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah. Yeah, being up there in Detroit, shout out like, you know, the good people that I see, I met some cool people up there, but I was up there right after Katrina. Man, they was talking about shooting us in the parking lot. They ain't know who. I'm like, how y'all gonna know who's from Katrina or not?
Wow.
And I drove 20 some hours straight to get back over here. And this I'm gonna pull this back up here. Where'd it go? So one thing about
Assault
this,
less than murder. Meanwhile, the Chipotle store employee
what
that
was
was
the
shot
charge? What he said charge
is expected to make a full recovery. This is video of the arrest without incident. Brown is now behind bars charged with 4 felonies, including assault less than murder. Meanwhile, the Chipotle store employee that was shot is expected to make a full recovery.
So so I want to go on this thing too to ask, do you think that the store has any liability? And I'm not speaking on the deal, but what do you think that it's on the store to protect them?
How can you?
I think one good way
The one way I would think is to hire a police officer. But
security
the officer said this happened right across the street from the
police station.
police
Oh,
station. So how can you
those are
protect them if
worse.
you right there across the
Oh
street?
no,
So
look, those are worse. I worked at a store across the street from the police station.
mhm.
That was the worst. That was, I mean, it was like home. It was crazy, crazy. Man, they had people in there stealing out of the safe. You call the police on them. Turn out this dude is an informant. He go walk over to the police station.
Wow.
They have a meeting over there and come back.
So if you're not, I mean, so like I guess to answer your question, how can you right across the police station and it happens? So how can you protect things like that from happening, and it's happening, right across from the police station?
I think one of the things that can happen is I'm gonna pull this up. Hold on a second, y'all. I want y'all to see the kind of the restaurant at the beginning. Hold on one second.
In the knee
Hold
and
on.
brazenly
Hold on.
Served himself
Give me
in
1
his
second,
mind already.
y'all. I want to
2-year-old
find
Aaron
this right spot
So
for y'all.
Price has to do with an individual, Aaron Brown.
So it's a controlled entry. So I want to show you kind of how this is set up back here. How easy is it for anybody to get back here, right? So you see, he can easily just get back there,
Right.
right? So what's stopping
Police
him?
was taken to the back of the store after Brown screamed at her. Brown then walks around the counter and serves his own food. That's
Okay, so you see how quick he walks back here?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing stopping it. There's no barrier between there. There's no kind of barrier. So at this point,
But we've even seen in previous Karen videos
mhm,
where they've either hopped across the counter
yeah,
or, if they at that level of frustration or aggression, they're going to make their point to get to whoever it is. So how, if you're not safe across the street from the police station, again, how can you protect them? If you put that barrier there, if you see how easily he walked around there, just
mhm.
think about how easily he'll just,
Oh yeah, yeah,
jump over.
yeah. And
Um,
and you know what's the other thing too is most fast food restaurants have a kind of policy, standing policy, that you cannot bring, even if you're licensed to carry, you can't bring your firearm on the premises. Like if anything happened and you defended yourself, but you brought your, generally they're gonna terminate you, right?
hmm,
But it's kind of like putting people as sitting ducks. So we talk about, like you said in a previous podcast, we talked about how the fast food worker is treated,
right.
right? So they're treated like the lowest of the lows,
Mm-hmm.
right? So nothing's going to happen to them. There's an easy target. People can run in there. Man, it used to be really bad back in the day. I remember family members having people climb through the window and robbing them,
Oh
and
wow.
yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of people that had stuff like that happen to them.
Mhm. But it's good, like you said, that young teenager stepped in and protected her. I remember when I was working at Subway. I was a junior in high school, and there were these two guys that they were at least, it's about 10 years older than me, and they, when I first started working there was a series of robberies of Subways, the small franchises, and particularly over there off of Brentwood
I
Stair.
remember that
And I remember
time period.
working, and and I came into work one day from school, and my manager at the time, he was like, "Hey, you're working till close. Be mindful of the uh, panic button, and be mindful that the stores have been robbed. And they usually target females. And you're young and you're in school, so be mindful of that." And so the guys that I work with, they were so like big brothers, and they, ain't nothing gonna happen. We'll protect you. But had they not been there, that'd have been a very scary situation to know that your store has been targeted and has been robbed before, and other subways have been robbed before, and they don't have a lot of employees working there. It's only like maybe 3-4 max,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you have people coming in there to rob, and there's no security.
There's none.
Wow.
There's none. And like I said, and you almost get threatened with, you'll get terminated if you defend yourself.
Well, then at that, if it's like that, then I don't want to work there anyways. If I
Yeah,
can't defend myself,
that
I don't need to work for your company anyways. That
yeah.
doesn't make any sense. You
That's
have to be able to, to
you,
protect yourself.
you have to, but that's the rule. That's kind of why people second. But the guy jumping in there, hey, once he's behind the counter, people say, well, hey man, you don't know what a person got, but yeah, but at the end of the day, I don't know that you have some or not. I'm trying to defend us right now.
Right, right.
You know, I've had situations where three guys were about to rob us,
Wow.
and I noticed how they were walking and moving around. They were starting to put their hoodies on, and they was all wasn't buying nothing. They just all started congregating around this Coke machine. So I'm in the lobby, and it's another one of the customers said, "Well, hey," she kind of said, "Hey, I think they're trying to rob us." She kind of let me know, she didn't. She was real frightened, or I guess petrified. I don't know what the word is, stiff, with like stay. So I like, okay, I ain't trying to get robbed today. I ain't trying to deal with this because I know how I'm gonna feel in the moment, and we yeah, right. We gonna I say we either all gonna make it home, or ain't none of us gonna make it home.
Right.
I've always said that. So I walked up to him, and I just walked up to him. Hey, man. uh, and if y'all you ever watch this, man, look, y'all I probably say y'all the 30, 40 grand and funeral costs for your family, right? You ain't know what I had, right?
Right. Right.
So I ain't know what you had. But I walked up to him. I said, look, I don't know what y'all got planned. It look like y'all got something going on. And I want y'all to think about it. Then, man, I talked to him right straight. I said, man, so I ain't gonna tell you what's in here, and I ain't gonna accuse you whatever. But no, that everybody ain't gonna just let you do whatever you want to do.
Right.
But you can try.
Right.
You can. I ain't, I'm here, but I'm just telling y'all, at the end of y'all day, do y'all really want to be thinking back like, man, we did all that over this?
Right. Right.
And they all looked at each other. I said, man, y'all gone, man. And it was wild. That lady looked at me like, how did you do that?
Sometimes it's like that. You have to, try to de-escalate the situation, kind of protect yourself.
Yeah.
Because there are some times where some employees won't even, try to defend or try to help the situation. I was in a gas station once, and it was daylight. I was in line, and the customer, he kept looking at the cameras, and he saw this customer come in, and I didn't think nothing of it. I was just getting my gas and getting ready to walk out. And the other employee, he was like, say, he finna, he robbing the store. He getting that case of beer. So he grabbed the case of beer and he walked out. The other guy, he was like, I ain't finna catch him. I'm not finna risk my life on no case of beer.
Yeah,
and you think about it, I mean, logically, why would you run after somebody that's, if an employee gets shot in Subway, in Chipotle behind some guacamole, just think of what they would do behind some alcohol in a gas station.
Oh yeah.
It's not that serious sometimes. And I applaud that employee who did stand up because it could have been worse.
It could have been way worse because and so when they took the girl to the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that they probably were. He was saying something to her. They took the girl to the back so she can calm her and her. Hey, look, come on back here. We gonna get him dealing with. And he just wanted his way.
Yeah.
This little baby wanted his way. And man, you know what? I think that's a coward move.
Oh, very much so.
It's a coward. So man, so we dealing with coward. That's coward Ken.
Yeah,
coward Ken. You got a
Speaking of coward Kens, are we gonna get into these Karens?
I think so, man. Okay, so we're gonna go into this first one right here. But this one, as we go into it, we start talking about calling the police out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna see. I think this first one might have something to do with that. Let's see what we got going. Shout out to Brittany, Breezy Bree in the house. There we go. I know you're like, man, can you click on the button? Okay. All right, can y'all see that? All right, I'm gonna let it run through. Let's see.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing phenomenal, and you?
Good. I was just told by the employees here that you've been sitting here for an hour.
No, he told me that I'm already trespassed. I have him on camera. So I said, where's the paperwork that I'm trespassed from here?
Okay, I can search for you.
Please do.
Okay, what's your first name?
My first name is Peaches, like the fruit.
Can I see your
Of course you can. One moment. All right, Peach Patch. So we're going to go officially get my paperwork because I'm trespassed. Let me get her my ID. Officially. Popeyes, once again, I swear to God, I'm going to sue the fuck out of y'all. I swear to God. Can I give you my gun permit? Look, I don't have my... Oh, I do have my ID. It's in the next part of my purse. Oh, I don't. Let me give you my gun permit.
You possess a full driver's license?
I do. I just don't have it. My apologies. I might...
How are you doing today?
I'm doing.
Man, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead first. You go ahead.
It's not that serious. Like if the police is there asking you to leave, you're trespassing, leave. I'm not sure what's the and apparently you can't be in the right, you can't even find your license.
Yeah, you can't.
So
Yeah,
I,
you. But look, and
no,
she
I
got a
got
gun
mixed.
permit.
I got kind of mixed. Nah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure too much about this Karen because I don't know
It's
the
okay.
behind the scenes or what led up to that.
Let me.
It looked like maybe she may have had confrontations with the guy beforehand, and
Yeah.
he's trying to protect the situation or protect himself by calling the police. And if that's the case, then yeah, she's wrong because you're coming to this man's, I guess, place of employment or whatever
I'm.
the case.
I'm
Yes,
gonna.
it's a
I'm gonna tell you what happened. You want? You
yeah,
ready?
yeah.
You
Go
ready?
ahead.
Y'all ready to break it down for y'all? What happened? Y'all ready? And y'all gonna watch the video and wait and see. I'm gonna tell you what happens. Cause I'm dealt with these type of Karens.
So this particular situation.
This particular one, man, I had two. I got some. We're going to do a whole episode over this particular type of thing right here. Why? Because if you look at it, if he's over here, he's standing there like, hey man, she's been here for an hour already, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens is someone comes in, they cause such a problem that you ask them to leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you say, hey man, you're not welcome here anymore. You say, hey, you're not welcome no more. All right. So whatever the problem is, you call the police like they asked you to call because there's a dispute. You got people like this that would actually sit in the drive-through and refuse to move until they get what they want. And sometimes what they want, it could be the most mundane small thing, or it could be something big.
Mm-hmm.
But once they decided that, once you just peacefully say, hey look, I don't want your business today, I ain't going nowhere. Or we've asked you to move so many times, and and this is a story that's actually in the book, y'all. In the actual book, there's a lady who I heard this story about the lady who sat there and she took a coffee up, took one little creamer, poured it in, took another little creamer, poured it in, got a little sugar, slowly pours it in. Man, she was doing everything. Man, she sat there for over an hour. She sat there so long because after so long, when you call the police, generally that's the last thing you want to do. Who want to deal with them, right? By the time that they get there, it's an hour and a half that's gone. So you're already frustrated that they didn't get there the first time,
Right.
right? If this same person shows up again, because I've had that particular thing happen, where that same person pops up again, and upon immediate sight, is once I recognize it's the same person, no, you can go. I've
Right.
already asked you to leave already. I don't even we don't what I don't even want to have to argue and dispute. If the mob supervisors or people who paying me or whatever or the sponsors, we gotta talk. Yeah, but you, I'm not dealing with you.
Right.
And in this thing right here, you see when the police walks up, she says, well, hey, they said you've been sitting over here for an hour. Let's see.
He trespassed. I have him on camera. So I said, where's the paperwork that I'm trespassed from here?
Okay, I can
So
check for you.
please do.
Okay.
So he's saying, hey, you trespass. If somebody say, hey man, you trespass from over here, I want you to, I should already know why. I already know whatever happened. You didn't okay, I can't come over here no more. Okay, cool. She's acting like she had no clue, no idea. She's playing dumb, and she's holding up the line. Now, what this does is everybody in the store is looking at the manager. You need to figure out how to make her want to move.
Right.
That's very hard for us
But see, I wouldn't be if she's in the line for longer than 15 minutes. Hey, that should have been addressed then. Why is it you sitting here letting her sit here an hour
No,
and
they
then you
didn't
gonna
let her.
call?
No, they say it. So this is what happens. They get in the line.
Mm-hmm.
They said, ma'am, You've already been trespassed. I need you to move. There's somebody behind you waiting. I'm not going to serve you. Right then. That's when it's addressed.
Mm-hmm.
When she decides, I don't want to go nowhere, show me the paperwork. Now this is when it becomes an escalating problem.
Right. Look,
Cause I tell you up front, we've already had a problem with you before. This is how this happens. We had a problem with you before. I see you. Hey, oh no, Karen, you and I've done it. Give her the money back. Go, cause I don't have to explain to all y'all. Maybe I wasn't working here when this person came in and cussed out. Maybe when they were used to work here, they stole some money in the back. Maybe it was something I don't right now. If I make that decision as a manager, I'll owe the bets off.
Right, right.
So once I've told you, I don't. We're not dealing with you as a customer. You got to go. When you say I'm not going to go in the bank and they say, man, we're not going to cash a check. You need to leave. Try that. Try to say I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
How long you think that's going to last you? Right. So and it's the same people, same uncles and cousins and brothers and sisters that work at the bank is the same ones that work at the fast food. Right. So they should have the same level of dignity shown to them also.
Right, right. That's true.
And then so now while the people are waiting behind, they're figuring out because you said 15 minutes. But think, if I say, hey, you need to move, I'm expecting a 3, 4, 5 minute time when I'm in the drive-thru, right? A long time, 6, 7 minutes, 6 minutes. I've been here 30 minutes. It's been 6, but it's take a long time, right? Everybody behind you now is trying to figure out what's going on.
Right.
They're getting more frustrated. They're blowing a horn. Karen ain't moving out the front. Now everybody's agitated. When she finally moves, now guess who got to deal with every one of those people behind?
The employees, right.
So that kind of moment can cause so much of a ball of stress in that moment.
Right.
And you also simultaneously have to be perfect in your wording in every step that you do, because at the end of the day, when it all comes out, they could do a 99 things wrong. If they look on the tape, you did that one thing wrong. Well,
I mean, at that point, I wouldn't care because at the end of the day, you have to be able to treat some people with respect. And if you are disrespecting me, whether I'm at work or not, that's a problem. It's a way to address
My first name is,
and this is not going to work out in her favor, anyways. You can tell that it's not, because when the officer is attempting to show her the paperwork, now she changes. Now you don't see what goes on after the fact. The video goes off, which means she probably was in the wrong.
Yeah. And it's her video.
Right, right.
That's the crazy part. It's her video. It say at this point, man.
And then you're making a scene and you can't even find your driver's license. Like,
who is this? At this point, man, you should have just went home.
For real.
Wow, at a fast food restaurant. Really? Yeah. Quentin, who's this? Quentin Smith. Yeah, it's for real. It happens at a restaurant. Like I said, this is one particular situation that I personally have.
So that's our first Karen.
That's the first Karen. So what we call her? Stubborn Karen.
Yeah, stubborn Karen.
Stubborn Karen. Oh, like she said, I'm not stubborn. I got my paperwork to prove it. Okay. Let me.
And then it clearly wasn't about the food. She's just trying to make a point. I'm gonna sue Popeyes.
I'm gonna sue y'all
because you decided to make the decision to sit there for an hour to prove what point. Yeah, and you don't have your driver's license.
But she's packing. So think, that's the type of person that, like the first, that will be shooting somebody.
Oh yeah, because looking for trouble. You know, looking for something to happen.
So let's go head over here and look at this one. And
so this got heated at a Bay Area Chipotle after 3 furious customers tried to fight a cashier.
What is this over?
In the video, a woman is seen barefoot, standing and yelling from a countertop. Later, 2 other customers are seen throwing food at the workers. We're not sure how or why the fight started. Police were called, but it's not clear if anybody was arrested. Things got heated at a Bay Area Chipotle after 3 furious customers tried to fight a cashier.
What is this over?
In the video, a woman is seen barefoot, standing and yelling from a countertop. Later, 2 other customers are seen throwing food at the workers. We're not sure how or why the fight started. Police were called, but it's not clear if anybody was arrested. Things got heated at a Bay Area Chipotle after 3 furious customers tried to fight a cashier.
A second. There you go. Yeah. So
They probably just thought, I don't know.
yeah. So let me play this thing. Let me see
Well,
if
you
that
don't
can.
play
Heated
with
at a
people,
Bay Area
food, and money.
Chipotle after
They
3
just
furious customers tried to fight a cashier.
now on the other side of this, he says it's 3 customers trying to fight 1 cashier. So you got 3 customers. What did you do to have these 3 customers
Okay.
come and attack you or wanting to fight you throwing food? What did you do? Because you have three customers. I'm not sure if they 3 different customers or they were together, but that's
Probably
besides the
together. They're
point.
probably together.
Even if
Cause
they are together, what did you do as an employee to piss off 3 people?
but so if you listen to the crowd.
When is this over?
In the video, a woman is seen barefoot, standing and yelling from a countertop. Later, 2 other customers are seen throwing food at the workers. We're not sure how or why the fight started. Police were called, but it's not clear if anybody was arrested. Things got
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but again, looking at both sides of it, what did you do to have 3 people get that upset? You know,
Man, that's a tough one.
that's
So,
that's
but I don't think it. So even I don't think it's anything. The only thing I could see for people being that aggressive, it sounds like some high school stuff.
possibly,
It could be
yeah.
somebody was messing with somebody's man or a woman or something, and then you gonna wait. They didn't came up to the job. We didn't caught you
Yeah,
up at the
because
job.
that happens. That
And
happens.
that sounds.
People come up to their person's place of employment and show out.
Maybe we need to find the recipe to the guacamole. Maybe that's the key to all this stuff. You need
Because
to
he had
pan.
2
Oh,
incidents. The
like
first incident with shooting at.
uh, what's the name? The itis from Boondocks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Or the bird. What is it? Bird flu. What?
Hmm.
Yeah, the bird flu. They were all eating the chicken. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Cause they sure look pretty hostile to me, and they don't look. There's nothing in here, and they got
Let's see that
children.
again.
customers tried to fight a cashier.
Look, this person
Came
right
from
here
behind.
came from behind here. So whoever that person is, walked back there already. Man. Yep. And another one. You see another one came from back
In the
there?
video, a woman is seen barefoot, standing
So
and
those
yelling from a
two.
countertop. Later, 2 other customers are seen throwing
There go the
food at the
big boy. I can see
workers.
big boy
We're
coming
not
in
sure
there and
how
be
or
like, hey
why the
man,
fight
it's enough of all
started.
that.
Police were called, but
You
it's
see
not clear
him
if
trying to
anybody
put his
was
hands
arrested.
up trying to stop
Things
everything.
got heated at a Bay Area Chipotle after 3.
Man, Chipotle, man, what y'all got going on, man? Used to be a safe place to go.
Not so much.
I don't know, man. Y'all start putting the right amount of guacamole. That's what it is. We're gonna put it on the employees. Y'all need to put the right amount of guacamole on these people's stuff. Guacamole is too high. You know about the what avocados have to go through to make it to your plate. They have to grow.
Right.
And they have to hold you seen the seed that's on the inside? That's a lot of weight they gotta hold on to. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
so
they
we got our first Karen was stubborn Karen, and now we got these 3 Karens.
okay.
I guess the trio.
Okay, yeah.
The bad
What
trio.
we gonna call the not the musketeers, gotta be like the Karen Tears, Musketeers, the Karen Musketeers. I don't know. We're gonna come up. What's a good name for them? Anybody in the chat? Y'all got a name for them? What we gonna name
the bad trio?
Tres amigas.
Yeah.
Tres amigas. Tres Karens. Karens con tres. No, I don't know. Okay, so let's see. It's at Starbucks.
Fires an employee after a customer assaulted the young lady.
Yeah, perfect. Cool. All right, I'll sit here all day. Me too. Perfect. And I get paid. Good. And you're about to be fired. That's what you're about to
No,
be.
I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Is that mine? Can I get a straw with that, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank
Take
you.
these mugs like that. Boy.
Oh, you can't see the full screen?
No,
I
just the
appreciate
people,
it.
these
Can I get a
customers like
receipt as
that.
well?
Can we play from the full
What's the
screen?
dumbass's name on there?
It's not my name on there.
Okay.
But you can see it right here.
All right.
No. I'll print your receipt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Actually, you can go ahead and refund me.
I won't.
Yes,
You got your drink.
There's,
Okay.
there's,
Yeah. Yeah, keep going because I'm going to press charges on you.
Go ahead.
Keep
Go
going.
ahead. Go ahead. Press your charges.
I will. Thank
Go
you.
ahead. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it, bitch. Do it. Fucking do it. Press your charges.
Okay. Go ahead. Keep driving so I can get your license plate.
She thought
You threw something at me. What do you think was going to happen?
Here.
Let's go.
Do it. No.
And she would be one of those ones that would be crying if she was to get assaulted. You antagonized this young lady. You threw something at her. Then you asked for a refund. Like, come on.
And she didn't want to move. That's
Nope.
another one of them. I don't want to move. I'm gonna sit right here. I'm gonna sit right here.
But I think that people like that, they attack the ones that they feel that they're not threatened by, that they're less threatened by. And clearly she wants to make, I don't know what point she was trying to prove by recording her and saying you're going to get fired. And Starbucks, they shouldn't have fired her. She wasn't the aggressor.
Because
how do I get
tears.
fired for
because
her throwing something at me?
Because of Karen's tears.
It doesn't matter.
What the corporate, you gotta understand.
That doesn't matter.
Corporate, so the corporate has this little bitty jar, right? When you go into any corporate meeting and they have this jar
right
of
is
Karen's
right,
tears.
wrong is wrong.
When it fills
you throw
up with
somebody,
tears,
you throw something at someone,
that goes out the window.
It's fair game. Whether I'm at work or not, it's fair game. She's in a drive-through. She's a young lady. You can hear it in her voice. And you pull up, you're recording her, and you calling her out her name. Yeah. Then you causing a scene, and then I get fired. Oh no, they're wrong for that. I don't care about the corporate law. Wrong is wrong. Just because I work here doesn't mean I have to get assaulted or mistreated by a customer. I'm just supposed to stay there and take it. If I say something, then I'm going to get fired. No.
Yeah, and look, these kind of employees, these kind of customers. And so, I mean, again, watching this stuff, it just remind me of people that act like this. So generally, by the time she probably had her drink, these are iced coffee Karens. Iced coffee Karens have a special breed. Have you dealt with any iced coffee Karen? Iced coffee Karen. I already got the name. Yeah. So okay, sorry. You got me turning up my mic over here. But man, okay. So iced coffee Karen. These are the ones who like the iced coffee ain't never right. They'll taste a little bit of it, and this ain't right. Make me another one, and then they'll get another one, and then that one won't be right, and then It'll be, well, hey, I need a refill. They'll want a refill while they're sitting there in the drive-thru. You don't get refills of any drinks while you sit. Can be passing the cup back and forth. That's what that looked like to me. When I seen this, that looks like a iced coffee Karen, because she pulled out her phone. She's, like you said, she's antagonizing her, right? And you can see clearly that the drink is half drink already, right? That's empty. It's half empty.
But that doesn't even. If you go back, can you go back a little bit? That
I
doesn't
do.
even look like that's the same
Look,
drink.
yeah. So perfect picture right here. All right. So you see how those look at right here, right? Let me pull it back up. All right. So that means that this drink is already halfway drunk. This drink is already halfway drunk. That's an iced coffee. That's probably a coffee, just a regular old coffee. She probably said the wrong thing. They gave her what she asked for. When she got up here, she changed and said, I want something else. She got it halfway through. They probably was charging her the difference in the price of those two. They probably cost a little bit different. That's generally what's happening. She's mad because she's having to pay a different price than what she thought she was gonna have to pay.
But then, what's the point? What's the point of recording the customer from the get go?
So
I don't see the point of it.
no.
What is the point of recording the
recording the
customer from the get go? I
So
mean, I'm sorry, the employee from the get go.
because she knows,
What is that going to solve?
because she can. So once she puts up the her phone, she can say whatever she wants to on the recording, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, could you guys please blah 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 blah. Now her whole thing has changed. So when you go to corporate and have this video,
But in this video, she wasn't that way. She was that way from the get go.
so okay. So I'm gonna back this up. I'm gonna show you how. Watch how this work. Okay. She already had her phone out, just playing, right? Where she was recording up early. So now we're seeing the view from the employee who then took their phone out and started recording her, which means that she was recording first. Whatever she was saying or doing first, her demeanor, let me pull it where everybody can see it, right here. Her demeanor before I meet the employee, before I take out my phone and record, because hey, she's taking out her phone and she's saying some crazy stuff over here and blah blah blah. She's trying to get me fired, and I need to protect myself. I'll take out my own phone to be able to have my own backup too. Because I'm trying to get your license plate. You're sitting over here, you're doing this stuff. Now you're assaulting me by throwing things at me.
Right.
I didn't start the filming. She started the film.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. So what was the purpose of her filming from the get go? Like,
To-
what are you proving by recording this young lady giving you your order?
She's trying
Or
to go to corporate. She know that if I go to corporate and I give them a bucket of Karen tears, they gonna believe me. She knows she has the little bucket. She just cries little Karen tears.
but even after the video, she assaulted this young lady. She threw stuff at her. So how do you justify firing this employee for basically
That's
defending
I
herself
can't.
or
That
protecting herself?
Starbucks, y'all lost that one. Y'all can take an L on that one because she didn't throw one thing at her.
I want to vote this one as Karen of the week.
This
To
one,
be honest, yeah,
iced coffee Karen.
yeah, because I really feel bad for that employee who got fired behind her stupidity.
That means that she must have
There's no
told them
way.
some
I don't,
crazy stuff.
even if the video speaks for itself, she clearly throwing stuff at the girl.
You would be surprised.
It doesn't
You'd be
matter. It
surprised.
doesn't matter.
And
Right is
these,
right. Wrong is wrong. She intentionally pulled up, recording, already having her phone out, already recording this young lady, already went up there with the intentions of something going wrong, and then I'm going to get you fired. That attitude, you get me fired, then I'm gonna have to get you fired.
yeah.
You know, like, so I vote that Karen as Karen of the week because of that. Like, I don't think anyone should lose their job. The other ones that was acting a fool and throwing stuff,
Man.
it's another side to that, because you got 3 customers, regardless if they're together or not. What did you do to, piss off 3 people to where they want to completely,
yeah.
2 of them go behind the counter and then you got
Yeah.
one standing on,
Yeah.
like, what really
We don't
happened.
really know the whole thing.
Yeah, and then with the stubborn Karen,
but she did. But so
she couldn't even find her driver's license. So
and she didn't pull out her piece, and she didn't.
And then she stopped recording after the police was like, "I'll show you the papers."
Yeah.
So you clearly know that these people have papers or what is it, trespassing warrant or whatever.
I'm gonna sue y'all.
You clearly in the wrong. I'm gonna sue y'all. Well, if you was, you wouldn't have cut off the video. You cut off that video real quick because you knew it was gonna get really real.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
So
and by the looks of it, lady, I don't think you need to eat Popeyes for the next 18 years. I'm just saying, you look like Popeyes need to criminally trespass you from all fast food. They just matter of fact, when you walk in like Walmart and you go down to like the aisle to have oil, skip that line. You probably had enough. All right. So for the iced coffee, sorry, I've been feel like roasting. Iced coffee Karen. And then the cold part is this lady here. I vote for that one too because her intention was to have her get fired. That's a whole cold thing. Like you already think you're better than this person already,
right?
And this person that's working in here, they making you something to drink because you too lazy to go home and make it yourself, and because they don't do what you like. If you was at home. If you wanted some more, guess what you can do?
Right. But see, I think she felt that was an easy target. Because I'm pretty sure if she saw someone else with a stern demeanor or a firm, like, get your order and going about your business, look, she wouldn't have had the same energy.
Okay. So I'm gonna push back on that one. That's why I say this. Why? From you know what I mean, I'm balanced, but I'm stern demeanor, right? You know, when I'm in and out and something's going on, I will call it out. I don't care who got something to say about it, and it is what it is. I've had that kind of stuff happening. So once you even explain to them, hey, no, they're still gonna move, and that don't, yeah, and that I could see that. Except for me, for myself, I know for myself, it's times where it's that either I'm going to either go get in your car and move it for you, or we're gonna wait for the police. When you get out your car, and I've had to go to the people behind them and go tell them what's going on, and they tell us, hey, well, if they don't move, stay inside, don't go out there, because you go out there, you are liable too. I'm gonna go over all the cars behind you and tell them, hey, y'all, what's going on? Yeah, this person up here, man, it was 10 cents on the ground. They was customers out to go pick up 10 cents. They didn't want to pick it up. Or we made their food twice and it's their third time around. And whatever it is, we're going to go let everybody know. So, one, when I deal with y'all at the window, I don't have to deal with y'all like that. No, this right here, yeah, it's a bad thing when you that the iced coffee, though, and it's generally in the morning at the beginning of the day when they start tripping about the iced coffee. I mean, come on, man. We just started today. The sun ain't even up yet.
See, I don't really have that many bad experiences working in fast food.
Man,
I've worked at Subway, I've worked at McDonald's, I've worked at Taco Bell, Wendy's, and I really hadn't had any incidents where I've had to deal with irate customers who wanted to just like attack or throw things. Because I guess I would be like those employees, I would lose my job because at that point, humanity, right is right, whether I'm at work or not.
And I stand my ground. Now, I haven't had any situation where it ever got further than that, but I've never not stood my ground. I've always been clear, like, hey, wait, either we all gonna make it home,
right?
Or ain't nobody gonna make it home. Right. We all understand this together. Everybody in here together. We on agreement. So if you had in your mind, I guess that's why we crossing paths right now. Let's figure it out. Sorry.
No, you good. For those of you that are tuned in, can y'all vote on the Karen of the week? Who y'all think? Is it Stubborn Karen? Is it what we call them, the Three Amigos?
Three Amigos,
Three Amigos, or the Iced Coffee Karen? My vote is an iced coffee, Karen.
I'd go with iced coffee, Karen.
What you think, Karen? What do you think, Brittany?
You think iced
Which
coffee,
Karen?
Karen? Iced
Yeah.
coffee, iced coffee.
Yeah.
Man,
Because she got fired.
Man,
Off top. Off top, she
that
put up with
is
it.
wild. And for them to fire her after they got,
That's my whole thing. She gets fired. Like,
how so if she's getting fired, that so you're telling anybody it's okay. So I should be able to theoretically go to Starbucks tomorrow, give me two different drinks, drink about half of each of them, figure out if neither one of them works for me, right? And then when I said, give me my refund, and they're like, no, man, you just drunk, you got your drinks. Why would I give you a refund?
right.
I should then take one first and toss it at them really, really aggressively. Okay. And then after that, I'm gonna throw something else at them again aggressively. And nothing gonna happen until they get fired.
Right. Right.
Because they didn't kiss the drink. I don't know. I don't know what, man. I don't know what's going on. You ain't catch the drink, man. Y'all gotta clean this all up. Man, oh maybe maybe after all that happened, the person was like, man, I ain't finna clean this up. And they got fired for not cleaning it up. What do you
Never
think?
know.
Yeah. See, that iced coffee Karens. Yeah, we're gonna do a whole. I think we're gonna do a whole episode about the people who refuse to move, because
Right.
that's a whole. I think I got some raw footage of that one. A part
Okay. Well,
one and a
let's
part
do
two
that.
of some raw footage, and
Let's do that. Let's.
we're gonna see what they teaching the youths out here.
Right.
Yeah. So, well, anyway, y'all that rock with us. Thank y'all for coming in. Y'all they know we're gonna be on a DJ live in about an hour or so. So be ready to get your party on that one too.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in with us.
Tune
Hit
in.
that like and subscribe button.
Yeah, and tell somebody about it, y'all. You know, we one of the things we getting off. We talk about how these people are getting treated. One of the things we're doing is making these stories more known and been talking about them. So the people that's working back there, we put a human side to it.
Right. Right.
You get to see what it's really like. So, y'all, that's it for this week. We will see y'all on the next one. Y'all enjoy. And we'll see y'all in an hour.
Peace.
Peace.